3rd Nephi chapter 8. A different version. Gen Z and Gen Alpha slaying. Alright, let's do this. Yo, fam, listen up. We've got this legit receipt scroll, and no cap, it's the real deal because it was kept by this dude who was built different. Like, this guy wasn't just out here doing random stuff. Nah, fam. He was pulling off miracles in the name of Jesus. And nobody, I mean nobody, could do these kinds of miracles unless they were washed clean from all their messes. Facts, y'all. Hashtag saintly vibes. And now, it's like, if Homie didn't mess up with the timeline, the 33rd year had just peaced out. Clock's ticking. And everybody out here pressed AF, keeping an eye out for that sign. Samuel the Lamanite, prophet lad, had been hyping. He had said that the sky was going to go full on emo mode for 3 days. I'm talking pitch black. I'm talking pitch black vibes everywhere. But even after all the receipts of signs and wonders, people were starting to get all sus about and debating if it was even real. Like, bruh, how many signs y'all need? Delulu behavior. Then, boom, 34th year. First month. Day 4. And Mother Nature was like, hold my Red Bull. The craziest storm hit, and I mean wild. The storm was so extra, like never before seen. Hashtag nature going wild. It was so bad, the earth itself was like, yo, I'm out, and started shaking like it was about to split. The thunder was clapping back so hard, it was like super smash on everyone's eardrums. Then came the lightning. But this wasn't your basic, oh cool, a storm lightning. Nah, fam, this was sharp AF, slicing through the sky like a knife. It was lit, but like in a scary way. And if you thought Zarahemla was chillin', nah sis. The whole city was caught fire out of nowhere, like WTH. The entire thing just went up in flames. Big yikes. Hashtag hot mess express. And it's not just Zarahemla. City of Moroni? Bruh, it straight up sank into the sea. 1 second it was there, next thing you know, bloop, gone. Everyone there yeeted into the ocean. RIP to all the homies who couldn't swim. Meanwhile, the earth was on its main character energy and literally picked up the city of Moroni, and was like, yo, let me just cover you with this giant mountain real quick. Yeah, you heard that right, fam. The whole city got buried. Big L. Hashtag mountains over cities. The destruction in the south? Bad. The destruction in the north? Fam, it was even worse. Like the entire land got a makeover. Not the cute kind. Hashtag land massacred. Everything was getting trashed. Tempest, whirlwinds, thunder, lightning. The whole earth was quaking so hard it felt everything was about to get yeeted into space. Apocalypse vibes. The highways? Destroyed. All those smooth roads? Gone full rugged mode. It was like 1 second you're cruising, the next you're off-roading with no warning. Cities were either sunk, burned, or shaken to dust. People were getting clapped left and right. Entire towns were turning into ghost towns. Big sad, y'all. Hashtag city gone. Some cities made it, low-key, but they were still totally wrecked. Like the damage was off the charts. Body count? High. The whole thing was a hot mess. And here's the wild part. People were getting straight up scooped up by tornadoes. Like, bruh, where'd they even go? They vanished into thin air, and no one knows what happened. Bye, Felicia. The earth was looking like someone did a rage quit on it. Cracks, holes, fragments everywhere. It was a whole geological disaster movie. Rocks were splitting in half, left and right, falling apart all over the land like someone had just smashed them with a giant hammer. And then, just when it seemed like the earth was done throwing a tantrum, everything stopped. 3 hours of pure chaos, though some folks were out here saying it felt like way longer. But when it was over, the lights went out, like full blackout mode. This wasn't your average nighttime chill either. Nah, it was thick darkness. So thick that you could feel it. No lights anywhere, and I mean not even a flicker. It was like the darkness had weight to it. You couldn't even light a candle or start a fire with that super dry wood, like nothing was working. This darkness was OP. No light at all. And I'm talking no stars, no moon, no sun. The sky was on perma ghost mode, totally out of commission. Mists of darkness wrapped around the whole place like a bad mood. Hashtag dark skies forever. For 3 whole days, there wasn't even a glimmer of light. People were losing it, straight up howling, crying, and throwing themselves to the ground. The mourning and the weeping were non-stop. In one spot, folks were crying out like, oof, if we'd only turned our lives around before this day came, maybe our friends and fam wouldn't have gotten roasted in Zarahemla. Hashtag hindsight hurts. Meanwhile, over in another spot, people were like, bruh, why do we even have to be so extra and stone the prophets? If we hadn't been such haters, maybe our moms, sisters, and kids wouldn't be buried under the big mountain in Moroni. And the howling? Pig mad. Hashtag we messed up big time.